Yo everybody and welcome to Stalker Clear Sky. Yay! I guess. Couple of things to note before we get started. One, I am using the Sky Reclamation Project fan patch thing to help fix a lot of the bugs in this game, because there were a lot of them, as I recall. And it's mainly just bug fixes and such. There were a couple of optional stuff that we can add, and I've decided to keep it as vanilla as I can, I guess, with the exception of I've added a patch thing that removes enemy markers on the map, on your like PDA map, which you could obviously abuse to find out exactly where people were. So yeah, this is the prequel to Stalker. It came out, I believe, a year after Stalker 1. It was rushed and horribly buggy on release, and everyone kind of agrees that it's the worst out of the three games. But we shall see. I've only played through this once, because I honestly have very little reason to go back to play it. But I figured, let's just jump into it, and as I'm playing through the Stalker games, it feels wrong to not do this one, because it does have a couple of things going for it, but we'll get into that later. Jump in as master, because it'll be funnier that way. Yeah. I was going to say something I completely forgot. Oh, cool. Well, this is Stalker. This is a first-person shooter survival game set in Chernobyl and the surrounding area. Radiation anomalies.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Well, this isn't good. Well, that's a start. Oh, this game came out. Ooh.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly. Although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
It's waking up.
Okay, well, I was expecting there would be more talking there. This game came out in 2008. Thanks to a quick, silent Google there.
You're awake. That's good.
Sup, Mr. Stashman?
To the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling?
My head is spinning. Splitting and spinning too, basically. I'm in real good shape.
Do you remember what happened to you?
It's a shame he doesn't have subtitles now. Okay, I remember leading an expedition through the swamps, bunch of scientists, then the emission. That's it. Where am I? Is this heaven? Then why does it look so much like the zone?
In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you.
for as long as you're here. We call ourselves Clear Sky, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission.
Oh, I guess I got lucky then.
Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway,
Real good
I
luck?
need to finish what I'm doing. So let's continue this conversation later.
Yeah, Stalker didn't have the best voicing, but oh well. Admittedly, the story in this game, whilst kind of interesting, also is kind of redundant. You'll see later on. Okay, bye. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, the gameplay is great. That's something I need to change. It's always something I need to change. Inventory should be tab. Use. There you go. Yeah, this brought some very interesting things to the table in terms of gameplay-wise from Stalker 1. This has a lot more emphasis on factions and such, and it also has a interesting mechanic in terms of how you handle weaponry and upgrading your weapon and repairing it rather than just replacing it. It's really cool stuff. The biggest issue is that S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the game that came out after this, did everything so much better. And essentially everything that this game brings to the table, the other game did it much better. And so the only reason you would want to play this is for the story and the areas. But the story's really inconsequential and, well, the areas could be fun at least. So where are we going? But yeah, this is a prequel to the first game. The one thing I do like is the inclusion of emissions actually being a thing. Is there no, like, actual stairs down? There we go. That was the idea when making this, but plot twist, none of it actually matters.
Something on your mind, Mark? You head over to pay the barman a visit. Have a good drink and come back then. No use talking to you now. You look like a controller has rearranged your brain.
I see your
Come
point.
see me if you learn something important.
Okay, let's go and talk to the barkeep. I don't think it's the same barkeep. No, it doesn't look like it.
Just a minute. Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of a gun.
Ooh, free drink.
It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures. Because I'm just dying of curiosity.
No, it's not on Xbox. These are purely PC games. I can't remember if they said that they're going to make the second game, Stalker 2, not console exclusive, but coming to console, but I don't know. There's not much. I was leading a group of scientists to the swamp when the mission hit. I remember nothing after that. I gained consciousness here, so now tell me what happened.
You drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission, the biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Because getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. But we're managing to hold it together, because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause.
It's kind, well, it was struggling to get sequel done for a long time, but it looks like now they're actually progressing. Like, some say it's going to be out this year or next year, but still, looking forward to it. After years of waiting. So how did you end up here?
Collecting bottles one after another, and they let me here. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. They didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear-Sky. The guys here are alright, and I'm needed here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cold around here.
Okay, Cold. About this place. Would you give me a clue to where we are?
Our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back, or let you bleed to death to save a med kit.
Because a lot of people did that in the first game. I'm no stranger to the zone, yet I've never heard about Clear-Sky. So, how do things work
I
out?
know why you've never heard of it. Because too many people want to know about it. And the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Beanpolev, Professor Beanpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray. He can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could use some spares, but apart from that. And finally we have Suslov. He's a trader, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you. He knows what stalkers go through to get their loot, and he respects that.
Cold, leave the merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion. Go on, I'll catch you later.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly see. Can I change? Oh! So this game has dynamic music, and apparently it's really makes the game less atmospheric, but I kind of want to do it just to see how it goes. I haven't played Hollow Knight, but I have considered it. I think I have it, and it's on my...
Who we got visiting our swamps? You sure are a whiff of fresh air.
It's on my to playlist. It's just my to playlist keeps growing and changing. Okay, so now he wants to talk to us. Oh, okay.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on the situation. You're in the Clear-Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone.
Okay.
We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history.
Why are you hiding?
As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the comments. I'll do my best to keep up the dumb commentary I provide. Also, it's interesting, speaking of what this guy's talking about, we actually know what caused the zone, given our experience at the end of the last game. But, semantics. What was so peculiar about it? We've had emissions before.
No, That emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people, and that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it.
If I knew how I survived, I'd tell you in a second, but I don't remember anything.
I see. How can I help you?
Okay. I better leave. I'm pretty beat up. But I can still walk and hold a gun. How'd I get out of here?
Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them. Guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long.
What are you trying to say?
We are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro at that sort of thing. Your experience can save the lives of many.
This is the second outpost. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack. Help!
That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone?
I remember bits and pieces. Also, I do like how they're emphasizing that Clear Skies clearly wanted to be kept secret and whatnot, which explains why we didn't hear them at all about them in the first game.
Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along.
Okay.
Trader, a fighter is on his way to you. Issue him with all the equipment he'll need for the mission.
Roger that.
Hurry, Merc.
Okay. So yeah, basic setup's fine and good and interesting. Sup?
You're with us again? What? At last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. It's designed specifically for patrol missions.
Sweet. Thanks. Hey, is it always this stressful here?
I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions. The boys need you now.
Yeah, I'm gone. Pistol, shotgun, device. Quick save.
You have my full attention.
Love how it's still using
Stalker, what do you want?
that as the quick save name. Oh well. So you ready to go? I'm ready. Alright. I'll blindfold you until we get there. You understand, I'm sure. We must keep our secret routes. Right. Okay. Okay, so. Knife, pistol, shotgun, binoculars, bolt. And that's it so far. How do you use the boost weapon, fire modes, PDA, flashlight, detector? Oh.
Merc, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move
There we go.
until you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
I see, you can only use bolt with the detector with just single. Whoa, check that out. That looks so cool. Yeah, I think that's the one of the things this game does well, is just the environment stuff. Like, it's just cool to see more anomalies and what have you. Also, the detector's more for detecting artifacts, not anomalies. Speaking of...
By the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Oh. There we go. And we got a jellyfish, I think? Reduce radiation. Okay. Oh, I see. Poop. Oh, we don't have... Ah. It's another thing this game introduced. Ow! Which is me being an idiot. Still bleeding. There we go. It's a good start. I hear something going on. Right, put this away for now. Right, he's clear sky.
Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there!
Monsters? Ah! Thankfully, shotgun's doing well.
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover now!
Yeah, this is a new thing in this game. Well, technically the emissions were in the end of the last game, but I'm pretty sure this one's also scripted. Oh. Okay. Well, this seems to be a reoccurring theme. Goes to show you just how much I've forgotten about this game, though. Hi.
You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation.
Sweet.
He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait. Don't get too excited. There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die.
Why do emissions occur this
A
often?
normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the Zone. The Zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the Zone is taboo. A place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that recent events in the Zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the Brain Scorcher.
Someone got past the Scorcher? What risk does this pose for the Zone?
It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the Zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Vishkrater. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the Zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the Brain Scorcher.
Huh. So he was a scientist? Oh, well, a specialist? Now, here's a question. Was it before the first explosion? Like the real life incident? Or was it before the second explosion, before the creation of the Zone, that he was there?
I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and the emission was the Zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The Zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process.
What is the danger of frequent emissions?
I know a lot about the Zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The Zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the Zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what Clear Sky is doing. We're trying to prevent that disaster.
Prevent the disaster? You're not even strong enough to fight off bandits.
You're right. But we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions. And that means something.
Lots of confidence you got there, so what's the plan?
We have to find out who was in the center of the Zone and stop them at any price.
And why are you telling me this, of all people?
There's a strange connection between you and the Zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly.
Not sure I want to jump right in the thick of things. Why do I have to take part in this?
I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice.
Looks like my options are pretty limited.
Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us?
Sure.
Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the Zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead.
That'll be fine. How do which
For
cordon?
the swamps, of course, how else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Understood. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Reach of the Great Swamps is easy. Our guide will let you out. But if you want to actually survive it there, you need to learn about the current technical situation. Okay, see. PDA has a bit more thingy. You can see the map. It's generally the same areas. to the swamps. Cardon. This is obviously where the first gameplay starts. Faction wars. There's definitely a bigger emphasis on factions and relationships in this game. You can see Duty is the big dogs right now, which is cool, I will admit. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I still like the idea of just trying to get through this game quickly, so then we can move on to the next game.
I'll be right there. Oh, welcome, guest from foreign lands. What come you with? A bursting purse? Or prized exotic wonders?
Neither, unfortunately. I got hit by a mission and barely survived. Totally emptied now. Your mission seems to have scattered all my goods all over the swamps.
I heard your story. I reckon the main thing is that you're still alive. Stuff is easy enough to replace, as long as the zone is kind to you. So, you gonna trade, or you got some questions for me?
Yeah, even the swamp is a hush-hush jaunt like this one. There's a place to trade. There's a place for a trader.
That's the sort of people we are. You can't buy an extra 15 minutes of life, or a spare store from death. But us traders are needed everywhere. Even in the zone, even in the swamps, and even underground. It's an illusion that the zone is under lock and key, and the army has all the ways in and out sealed. I mean, think about it. Nowadays, artifacts and rare specimens from the zone can be found all over the world. And your fellow stalkers never have a shortage of canned meat, vodka, ammo, or equipment. Somebody's got to be responsible for all that, right? Well, that's where we come in. In this place, it ain't like selling bootleg CDs on the outside with the cops up your ass every damn day. Around here, the situation is very simple. The outside world has an interest in the zone and vice versa. But it's officially forbidden, prohibited, and all that bullshit. That's what we're here for. We make sure all those interests are satisfied and everybody's happy. There's a joke among traders that if someone points a gun at you, the best bet is to try to buy it off them.
But one thing I do like, I don't like how we have the Clear Sky badge. I do like that it is emphasizing the point that, you know, shit's normal-ish, or at least very normal outside, in the outside world. I see. Except it seems to me that your business isn't doing too well.
Let's not talk about it. You have no idea how tired I am of peddling these trinkets. There's a ton of ordinary artifacts out there, but the best tidbits pass this place by. I haven't had a unique item in my store for ages.
Why the limited selection?
Who knows? Maybe stalkers have already found everything there is to find. Man, getting behind the Scorcher will be a dream. I heard you can get enough artifacts there to last you a lifetime. Provided your life doesn't end there and then. It's about time us traders joined forces and used our connections to find a way of getting past that thing.
You aren't the only ones looking in that direction.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, listen, I've told you too much as it is. Time is money. So if you want to trade, go ahead. If not, I'll see you around.
That's one thing I really like this game. Already, I feel like it's easier to gain more information, which is neat. Okay, so. Oh, I just realized I've got two guns. Let's see. Oh, that's how much we'll get. Honestly, I don't see any reason in buying stuff. The only thing I can think of that I might want is bandages, but they're expensive. Okay. Save. Well. Anyway.
My full attention.
So, want me to lead you to the Great Swamps? Yes! You know the rules. Just go blindfolded. Just don't let go of my shoulder and you'll be fine. I mean, I suppose if...
So you can take your blindfold off. Don't
Don't you try to follow me, it won't work anyway. If you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing hamlet.
Okay, so we are now...
Merc, it looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are.
Wait, flash drive? I'm deeply confused. Oh, well. So yeah, let's see where we're trying to get to. Because originally this map would also show like enemies and stuff, like you could see Stalker's like allies here. Hopefully they do seem to be running away. Not particularly wanting to fight them too hard. Okay, they're fighting a lot harder. Man, you are slow at reloading. Or I should say this gun has a slow reload. The nice thing about the whole... Well, it looked like it lit up then. I think it's just the reflections of light. The one thing I do like about having to have one-handed to use this, it makes... It makes it that, you know, handguns are a bit more useful. Eliminate the enemy, old church. Okay. No, friend. I am hearing noises.
So, what is it that you need?
Hang on, something seems to be going on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to be this way. Save. One thing I do like about the game is when you reload, the game focuses on your gun and you lose focus off the gun.
Another attack repelled.
Just a neat little thing. You can hear the bass alternate dynamic music. In effect.
Where are you little shits hiding?
This is gonna take a moment to get used to them, their eventually being on the other side. But I do like the take all button.
Base, we've captured the target location.
Ooh, bread. Always useful. Oh, I thought that was an RPG then. Okay. Some guys chilling out over there. I think they're more Clear Sky. Oh. Well, there's definitely more shit going on down there. Oh crap, okay. I think this might be the ammo that fell from the box. Can't wait to get an actual rifle. Or something with some accuracy, you know, would be useful. The music is so cheesy.
Down and wait. It looks all quiet to me.
That's it. Where are you little shits hiding?
Oh, I suppose this is probably the old church. Oh.
Position captured. Over.
That's someone up there, or is it just like the geography?
The base, we've captured the target location.
It's just some geography. I know that's a guy.
Damn, they spotted us.
Some radiation.
Hey, you alive over there or what? You'll have to fight out in the open.
Oh, that was the first death. So that's good. One thing I want to check. I like the always crouch. It just makes things a bit easier. Okay. Quick save. Let's avoid the radiation this time.
Damn, they spotted us.
Okay. New plan is needed. Honestly, I need something that's not a pistol. Or shotgun. Or a better pistol. I'm gonna try approaching from a different angle.
Damn, they spotted us. Position captured. Over.
You boys, listen.
We've dislodged the enemy.
You ain't all dead over there, are you?
It always pops up when I'm reloading. Okay, cool. I only have 5 bullets left, and I quick saved. I know how to play this game. It's a bit slow on the switching of weapons there. May have picked a bad time to reload, to quick save. Ah, damn it, I didn't see him. I need more ammo. I need a grenade. I think that would help a lot as well. Oh, duck, duck. Okay, let's try the other side. Oh crap, there's water. It's a really annoying place to try and assault because of all the water and such. Don't know if it's a good idea to quick save there, but hey. Okay, I think we're good.
Base, we've captured the target location.
Thanks, Bert. You really turned it around. Your reward will be waiting for you at the base.
Okay, cool. Whatever was on up there fell, annoyingly. I'm just gonna take everything. We can sort through all this stuff later. I'm still bleeding. That was annoying.
Position captured. Over.
That was annoying, and I don't think any of the goodies from the thing made it down. Right. Unload. Unload. This is something I forgot to do. So one reason why I was lacking in pistol ammo. Alright, looks like there's a stash around here. That made me jump. Oh, it's not going to go away because I didn't take the... There you go. Okay. I guess we're going to try and do that. I would like to stop bleeding. But I don't have any bandages. I feel like that's one thing I recall. Bleeding is a lot bigger, more of an issue in this one.